MIT, Mumbai, MIT, Jaipur, and three places. Similarly, in the organization, somebody is sitting in the head office, which is Delhi, and they have three regions: R1, R2, and R3. Region 1, Region 2, and Region 3. Right? Now they sell some products. The moment the product is sold, and they have compiled the data for 3 months, January, Feb, and March. Okay? They have a kitty of products, but every region does not sell every product. Right? Every region does not sell every product. Now what has happened? They are selling what is the product ID they are selling? If you look at this, A401. They are selling A401, A403. These are the product IDs. In January, how many units they sold? In region 1? 1,000. Right? Similarly, this January, Feb, and March data has been compiled. Right? Similarly, the region 2 people, the people who are working in region 2 have compiled their own data. Now, obviously, there is no order to it. That means A401 will come before A402. That is not the case. It can be collected in any way. And interestingly, suppose here is A404, probably the A402. Can you see A402 out here? A402, right? Probably region 1, they are not selling A402 altogether. They are not selling it. So it can happen. Some products may be here, some products may be there. And they have also compiled the data for how many months? For how many months? 3 months, Jan, Feb, and March. Region 3 has also compiled the data for 3 months. What is the difference between this data and this data? Any difference? This data and the format of this data.
Sir, in this data, March is coming first.
March is coming first. That means what has happened? The region 3 people, because it was not standardized, so they have collected the data in March, Feb, and Jan. So they collected data from Jan, then Feb, then March. They collected data for Jan. When Feb came, they inserted another row column and they started collecting data for Feb. Then March came, they inserted another column and started collecting data for March. Now you are sitting in a central office, which is this blank sheet, and someone wants you to consolidate this sheet. That means he wants to understand in the central office, head office, how many units of product A401 has been sold by the 3 regions together. If I add it up, how many are sold? A401 in region 1, how many were sold? 1,000 in January. In region 2, how many were sold? 5,000. In region 3, how many were sold in January?
3,224.
No.
3,000.
3,000, right? So in total, how many has been sold? 5,000 plus 3,000 plus 1,000, which is 9,000, right? Now you have to consolidate this sheet here. That means you want A401 and in front of it, 9,000 should come in. So that you are able to present to the management and tell him, see, this is the exact status of across Pan India. Is it easy? Is it easy to compile it this way? Because they are not in order. They are not in order this way, and you cannot change the data. Some of us may say we'll sort it off or we'll do something, then we'll apply it, we put a filter. No, we cannot change the data. Data will remain like this because that is how it has been compiled. Now, is it easy to do this?
Sir, can you repeat the problem?
Problem is, I am sitting in central office. I have to make a presentation to the management as a head of the country, right? To the CEO, I have to make the presentation telling him how many of product A401 were sold in January by the 3 units together. And similarly for all products for every month.
Okay.
Now, if I have to consolidate this data, A401 1,000 was sold by R1. By R2, how many of A401 were sold? 5,000.
5,000.
By R3, A401 in January?
3,000.
And in every worksheet, they are written at a random place.
Yes, random places. Some products may not be sold. Even this January, February, March has been changed in one of the units.
Okay.
Right. So it is very difficult now.
Yeah.
Very difficult because then you have to one by one do it or use some VLOOKUPs. VLOOKUPs will also not work efficiently. Why? Because of this March, Feb and Jan issue. You have to make that complex by putting a match other functions in. It will compile, it will consolidate, but it will become a tough job. I'll tell you a way which is by clicks of mouse. Let us do this together. Is the problem clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? So we want to consolidate the sheet here for the presentation. Just do as I'm doing along with me. Click on A1 cell. Click on A1 cell. Go to data tab at the top. You must be on home tab. Go to data tab. On data tab on the right hand side. On data tab on the right hand side. Come to data tools at the right hand top corner. Can you see this consolidate? Are you able to see this consolidate?
Yes, sir.
In the data tab, in the data tools on the right hand side top, this one. Consolidate. Click on consolidate. The moment you click on consolidate, it is asking you how to click it. How to consolidate. I want to add it up. I want the total units, not the average units or something, right? So I want the total units. It is asking me, tell me where is the data. So I said, I'll click on reference where this cursor is blinking. Do as I'm doing along with me. Go and click on R1 at the bottom and select this complete data. Go and click on R1 and select this complete data. This will be selected here. Press add. Done?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now go to R2. Now go to R2. Select this complete data and press add. Don't click anywhere else because your references should come in here. Once R1 has been added, R2 has been added, go to R3. See, extra column is getting selected. Don't do it. Select it again and press add. Are we through till this point?
Sir, after pressing R3, we again have to press add.
You just have to select the data and press add. Once you press on R3, this data will come in where one extra row must be getting selected. So go and select the data again and press add. Done?
Yes, sir.
Done.
Now, how do you want to match it? You want to match it by the product also and by the month also, right? So say use labels in top row and left column. Just select these two, top row and left column, because you want to match both the things together. Done? Now press OK. See your consolidated sheet. A401, what should have been in January? What should have been there in January for A401 as a consolidated add up?
9,000.
We did that. 1,000 plus 5,000 plus 3,000, which is 9,000. Are we getting 9,000 out here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? So it has got
So-
consolidated. Yes.
So when selecting, we don't select the headings, right? Or do we
We
select
select the headings. We select the headings.
Okay, okay.
If you don't select the headings, it won't be able to match it up.
Right.
See, it has consolidated the sheet for you.
Also, sir, it is coming in A402 and then 407 and then 401 and then 403.
Right.
So
A40
means it will not come in increasing order. Means
No,
401,
it is not, even here it is not in increasing order everywhere. No? If you see in this sheet, A402, 40, 404, 408 is there.
This is just a product code. So it doesn't matter whether it comes in increasing.
Yes, yes. This is not by some size of the product or something.
Correct.
Can you repeat after you added everything? There was a label that you said, you need to select. So can
Yes,
you
what I said was in data tab, once you add everything up, you need to select top row and left column.
correct?
Because Excel you want to match from the left column as well as from the top row.
Okay, okay.
Then press OK.
So,
Yes.
so could you do it once again?
Yeah, I'll do it. Just give me a minute. Okay. Let us do this once again. If we have missed on somewhere, click here A1, right? Go to this data tab. In data tab, go to consolidate. I'll delete all these. This is how the window will look to you. Click on reference. Right click on reference, go to R1 tab and select the complete data starting from the headers and press add. This range will come in here. Now don't do anything, just go and click on R2 tab at the bottom. See, it is not selected completely, so you have to select it again completely. Come here and press add. Right? Go to R3. It is selected extra. Come here and select it again and press add. Then how do you want to match it up? From the left column also and from the top row also. So top row and left column. And by what? By sum, not by average, not by count, not by anything. You want to sum it up. So okay. You'll get the answer. Check it and let me know whether it's working.
Sir, if the data is very big, then what shortcut could we use?
Data is very big for shortcut for what? For selecting?
Yes, yes. The same control shift.
Control shift right arrow down arrow.
Got
It
it.
will work, na? From here control shift right arrow down arrow, because it's a continuous data, it will select all.
Yes, sir.
Right? Clear? Is this clear to all, so that we can move on to the next sheet?
Yes, sir.
Right, just to start with a very interesting tip, because this helps us a lot whenever we are consolidating data, and we may avoid, I could have done this using VLOOKUP also, but VLOOKUP could not have been used in isolation, because January, February, March, the order was changing. Had that not been the case, I would have used the VLOOKUP and consolidated it. But because January, February, March order was changing, then I had to use another function which is match in between. I'll show you how to use index match, how to use VLOOKUP, how to use these functions, but then I could have done this. Otherwise, this was not possible. Right? Let us come to worksheet 2. Worksheet 2 dot students file day 3. And let us come to worksheet 1. Let us come to worksheet 1.
Please repeat the worksheets.
2 dot students file day 3. 2 dot students file day 3. Two dot students file day 3.
Yes, sir.
Got to this file, everyone?
Yes,
Once
sir.
here, please do let me know.
Just
So
2
that-
minutes, sir.
Yes, I'll wait.
Yes, sir.
So previous file was 1.student file D4.
Day
not
2.
D.
Day 2.
D2.
Day 2.
It's 2.students.d3.
Day 2. Sorry, day 3.
Okay.
This is 2 dot students file day 3.
Yes,
And previous file was 1 dot students file day 3.
yes, sir. Got it.
Right? Once all are here, I'll just wait for a minute. Okay, just a minute. Start sharing again. How do you do that? Resume share. Okay, are you able to see this file?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we'll try and solve a very big problem. Do you remember this data where we did lot of things? We did lot of problems on this. Right? I shared a PDF also. We tried to do how many plays were played by Ashi, how many Swati in 19, Swati and Ashi together in 19, and so on. We did lot of problems on this, right?
Yes, sir.
What was the biggest problem there was to select that data again and again. Remember? We'll solve something very interesting for us now. Now, in this sheet, you can see there is a one sheet, there is a one sheet which is blank. Suppose, and this is a data which is region-wise sales data. India, US, China and UK, these are the sales figure. If I ask you to add India and US sales, what we'll do? We'll say equal to C5 plus C6. Right or no? We'll say equal to C5 plus C6. It will
Yes,
add
sir.
my India and US sales. Right? if I have to do the same thing on this sheet, in this sheet, I want to add up India and US sales. How do we do it? How do we interlink between sheets? Any idea? I want, this is the master data. From here, I want to add these two at this place.
So
Same-
might we can do it directly, like equal to, and we can go to that sheet and
Right.
select those.
So you can press equal to, go down to sheet 1,
Yes, sir.
click on sheet 1, click on this, put a plus sign and click on this, right?
Yes, yeah, that was I was thinking.
And it will add it up here. It is doing it out here. It is giving you 170. Even if you go here and change it to
Could you
200.
please repeat? Plus sign we have to add it or what?
Okay, let us do this together. At this point, right? Falguni, come to 1 sheet.
Yes, sir.
This is my master data and I'm doing some analysis. I want my India and US sales addition of these two to come out here. Right? So I say equal to, I go down to this one sheet, where is the data? I click on this one worksheet. Don't click anywhere else. Click on 100. Now please remember, if after this you go back and click on 1, this 100 will not be selected. 1 sheet, C5 will get selected. At this place only press a plus sign. Can you see plus coming at the formula bar?
Yes, sir.
Now click on
Yes,
C6. Now address is showing, it is showing from the one exclamation, which is the one worksheet number 1. You are picking data from C5 plus worksheet number 1, C6. Now press enter. Don't go and, if you are here, don't go and click on 1. You don't have to click, because if you click, see what happens. If I click, see what happens. If I click in between before finishing this off, at this point, if I would have come back to 1, I would have started referring to 1. So what you have to do, you have to press here, go here, click on this, put a plus sign, click on this and press enter. C170 comes out here. This is how you interlink between the sheets. Is this clear at all?
I
Yes,
think
yes,
if you
sir.
can just show it again.
I'll do that.
Just, yeah.
I'll do that. See, let us do this together. Press equal to. Press equal to. Come down and click on one worksheet where the data is. Right?
Okay.
Now click on C5. Put a plus sign. It is showing in the formula bar. Click
Okay.
on C6. Now you need not
Okay.
go back there. Just press enter. Your answer will be captured in D4.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right now it is interlinked. That means if I go this here and change this to 200, my answer automatically here also changes to 270.
Okay.
Because it is picking data from there itself, right? Okay. But
So, sir, just if you want to continue like adding on the numbers, we have to keep adding and adding sign and just adding a C6 and C7, right?
see,
Then only they will change the number.
yes, you have to keep on putting a plus sign, or you could have done something. Agar zyada number hai na, if there are more numbers, Falguni, what you could have done, you could started with sum.
Okay.
Equal to sum, go here and select whatever ranges you want to select.
Okay, sir.
Enter.
So if you say that you're adding sum and you're adding multiple data from one sheet, the same thing you go to another sheet, add multiple data from that sheet as well with
Yes,
the sum.
yes. Same thing. I'll show
Or
you.
you have, yeah.
No. You can do this. Suppose I want to pick one data from one sheet, other data from two sheet. What you have to do, you go to one sheet, press on C5 from where you want to pick the data, put a plus sign. Now from here go to two sheet and pick up this 47.
Yeah, that
And-
means you have one. No? If you have
Present.
multiple data from there, in that
If you have multiple data, then some function only works with the continuous data.
that's what I was asking. Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
yes. Some will, it can work, but then you have to use it from by using a comma. You
Okay.
put a sum, you go here and click on this,
Right.
press a comma, then go to this sheet and then press on this, then close it, then add it, it will still work.
Okay.
Right? Because in any case, even if the data is here and here, if I want to add India and China, then also I cannot use a sum and drag it off.
Correct.
Right?
Right.
So,
Okay. Okay. Got it.
some range has to be continuous.
Right.
So is this clear? First and foremost, how to interlink between the sheets.
So
Now,
we
when-
have to press enter first only. If we change the page, then it won't work.
it won't work. Why? Because you have clicked back on this and you click somewhere, so it start referring to this cell now.
Got it, sir.
Right? So you have to press enter from there, or you specifically should know where I'm going to click it. The moment you come back to 1-1 sheet and click here, it will start taking data from E4 of 1-1. Right? So I'll solve this a problem. Although this problem will still remain, because what I'm going to do works very beautifully, but we at times avoid it also when we are doing single calculations. Yes. Saying something, Sanat?
No.
Sanat saying something?
नाही त्यांनी तर गाडी घेणार आहेत वाटतं.
Thanks, Sanat. Okay. Now I'll solve this a bit in a very interesting way. There is something which you call it as name ranges. Do one thing along with me. Just click on this C5. What C5 is representing? What data is there in C5?
Indian sales.
Indian sales. So click on C5. Can you, and in which cell this is? C5, right?
Yes,
This
sir.
is in cell C5. At the
Yes,
top,
sir.
can you see here C5 name address comes in?
Yes, sir.
The cell address. Just go and select this name address and type here India_sales. Just type here India_sales and press enter. Now come to C6. Go here and type in US_sales and press enter. Now go back to where C5 is. See what is showing at the top.
India_sales.
And in 70, what is showing at top?
US_sales.
US_sales. Now something becomes very interesting. Has everybody named this way?
Oh, 1 second.
So we should do it for all China and UK also.
Yes. You can do it for all, but I'm not doing it because I'll tell you going at a simpler way of doing it.
Okay, sir.
Right now, just to introduce the concept, right? You can do that. But right now, I'm just doing for India and UK, US.
Yes.
So what is this thing called, you said?
This is called naming the ranges. I'll tell you in detail going it. From where you will get it, from where you will be able to recover it. But is everybody seeing India_sales here? You cannot put a space in between. It won't work. It has to be continuous. So something dot or underscore has to come in between India and sales. Or it has to be a single word. Right? And this cannot start with number. You cannot say 1.India_sales, or neither you can name it as H6 because H6 will be a cell reference. So are we getting India_sales here and US_sales here when you click it?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I
Everyone.
got only for US, not for India.
Go back to this, type India_sales and press enter. If you don't press enter, it won't take.
Sir, I have pressed, but still.
Okay, click here, do along with me. Sure. Is it not showing India_sales? What it is showing?
Sir, I am typing India_sales.
No, what I'm saying, when you click on 100, what it is showing at the address bar?
Sir, yes, sir, India sales. Okay,
India
it
sales,
is showing
right?
now. Yes.
Right. You must have put in as India sales instead of India_sales.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now come to worksheet 1-1. What I wanted to add in D4, what I was adding?
So addition of India and US.
C5 and C6.
Right. Now see, just press equal to and start typing India. Can you see India sales here?
Yes, sir.
Just double click on it. Put a plus sign. US. Can you see this US sales?
Yes,
And
sir.
press enter. You will get the answer. And this can be anywhere in the workbook. On any sheet. On the 50th worksheet also, you can pick the data from the master sheet. Is this working for all?
Sir, equals to when I type India, I am getting India underscore sales, but I'm not able to select it. Means, what to do now?
See, there are two ways. Either double click on it,
Okay.
right? Double click on it, it will get selected.
Okay.
Put a plus sign US, double click on it, it will get selected. Just try it and let me know whether it's working for all.
Yes, that's what.
I am not getting it. I'm getting a value there. I mean, the hashtag hash and the value sign. So there's
Hash
some
value
mistake
error?
there. Yeah.
Okay, that may be the case. Just go back to C5 and see whether it is showing India underscore sales here or not.
It's saying C5 again. I had written India underscore sales.
You have to write and just press enter. At times you just come out so it won't take it. Just click here, go to India, type write India underscore sales and press enter.
Actually, I did that. It's
And
still
just-
taking C5 even if I put enter.
Okay, it is coming back to India underscore sales you have taken.
Yes, I put it as India underscore sales and I put as enter, but it is still saying C5.
When you come back to C5.
With US underscore sales, it is showing me, but India is not showing me. I don't know for what reason.
Okay, probably you must have named this cell somewhat else. Says when you're clicking here, it is showing you C5 only.
Yes, that's
Okay.
not happening with US, but it's happening with India for some
Okay,
reason.
just click on C5 and just type it as India only. Leave India underscore sales and press enter.
It's still not taking it for whatever reason.
Not
I
taking.
did the same for US, that's happening, but India, for some reason, it's not happening.
Okay, not a problem. Just come to formulas at the top
Okay.
and click on name manager.
Okay.
Can you see India underscore sales or something out
Yes.
here? Just select it and delete it off. Just select from here and press delete and
Okay.
close.
Okay, and I'll do that again.
Yes, then do that again there. It will work. Right? Okay, so what we have done is we have named the cells, right? Naming the cells helps
got
it. Working now, right?
Yeah.
Great. So what I'm saying, what it is doing, it is helping me naming a cell. Obviously, two cells cannot have the same name. Two cells cannot have the same name. And one cell cannot have two names. That is for sure. Because if you are calling it from anywhere in the workbook, Excel has to identify which cell you are referring to in which worksheet. Right? Okay. Now someone may come up and say it is very difficult to type in one by one and type the names, right? It can be a big data. How many times do we do it? So I'll tell you a shortcut way. Come down to this region sales data. Suppose I want to name this as East, this as West, this is South, North, this is South. Select these two together. Do along with me. Select these two together. Go to the formula tab at the top, formula tab. In formula tab in define names, there is something which is create from selection. Click on it. Can you see this window? This pop-up coming up?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What it is showing you, top row, left column, bottom row, right column. Where is your names? From where you want to pick up the names? Is it on the left of the data,
Left
right of the
side.
data?
Left side.
So select this left column. Automatically Excel selects it, but if there would be right also, then it will be difficult for Excel. Now press OK. Come back to C12. See what it is named. What is the name of the C12?
It's showing East.
East,
What's C13?
West.
That means if I want the average of East and West, what I'll do? I'll say average in any sheet. Average for what? I'll not go there and click. I'll say East, comma, West. Bracket close, enter. I'll get the average of east and west. Working?
Sir, can you do it again?
This part?
Renaming of all together.
Yes. What I said, you have to select these two together. Go
Okay.
to formula tab at the top. Come down to
We do
create
not
from
have to
selection.
select a region in sales.
No, you don't want to name sales as region. You don't want to name this cell as region.
Okay.
You only want this to be named as east, this as west, right?
Okay.
So select this off, go to create from selection, from left column, press OK. So it will take up its name from the left side.
So which cell will get renamed?
This C12.
C12.
This C12 will pick up the name from B12. So click on C12, you will see this is
And
named as east now.
if I want the D12 to be renamed as east, then
It cannot be. It has to be immediate next.
okay.
Immediate next, immediate right.
Fine.
Right? Okay. You could have also have named it something like this. If I select this data, I go to create from selection and I say from top row. See what happens? This complete data is now named as sales.
Okay.
Now how this helps is, if I want the average of the sales, what I'll do? I'll just say equal to average. And instead of selecting this data from anywhere, I'll just say sales. So it will give me the average of the data.
Also, I wanted to ask that if I want to rename it as east sales, west sales, north sales, south sales, then
See, first you have to bring in sales within the data first. It will pick up whatever is there in the left. First rename it, then east sales.
okay.
Right sales and concatenate it and bring the name here. Then rename it from here.
Okay.
Right? So it will pick up whatever name is there in the left. Right?
So could you do the average again, please?
Okay. What I'm saying, I have selected this range and I've went to create from selection and said from top row. What I'm telling Excel is to name this column from the top row, which is sales. So if I now select all these together, see what it is named as. Can you see what it is showing as?
It shows sales.
Sales. Now I want the average of this, all the sales. So what I'll do is I'll say average. Instead of going and selecting this, what I'll call? What I'll call? Sales. Because I know the moment I say sales, see, automatically it got selected. And I press enter. Not only here, you can be here also. You can, from here you can say average and say sales. It will pick up the data from there. Press enter. See, the same answer is coming because it is picking up the data from here.
So sir, we don't need to use some word, right? For this, if we want adding of all the average.
Adding of all the average means?
It's like we are adding all the sales column.
No, we are
40,
not.
50.
We are not adding. We are taking the average of the.
Yeah, sir, we are taking the average.
Right.
So we are not calculating in a sum base, right? We are just selecting an average of overall and we are calculating.
Yes. We wanted the average of the sales. How much? What is the average sales of all the regions together? So I'm practically what Excel is doing. This plus this plus this plus this divided by 4. The simple average, like it is adding all these dividing by 4 is, na? So instead of if you wanted the total sales, what you will run? Suppose I don't want average sales, I want the total sales. What I'll run here is a
Sum.
formula. Bracket open, what I'll call?
Sales.
Sales. It will select all the data, press enter, it will give me the total of the sales, which is the total of all these 4. Because this 4 together is named as sales. Is this clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Just
Yes,
to get an idea.
So if you can repeat it. I got
Which
the
one?
average part, but starting part.
This how to name it off?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what I'm saying is you can select this together from the heading. Go to the formula tab, go to create from selection and say from top row. That means you are asking this range to be named, this range to be named, and the name should be from the top cell.
Row.
So, right, you can name a range, you can name a cell, you can even name an array like this. आप इस array को भी एक नाम दे सकते हो. So every time you have to refer to an array, just go and select that.
Yes, I got it.
Clear? Okay. Now come to worksheet K. What was the biggest problem in this sheet? While doing this sheet, what was the most difficult part that you had to do? When I said find the average, count the number of times Ashi acted in 2016, or Ashi and Swati acted in 16. What was
We
the
have to,
biggest
like,
problem?
count ifs we used in this.
You used the count if, that was fine, but while creating the formula, what was the biggest issue?
Selecting.
Selecting the
Data is
range.
How
Had
far?
it been 20,000, you did what? You selected this range, then said Ashi, and then you dragged it from right side to the top. Right or no?
So we use that
Yes.
shortcut, right?
Yes, sir.
Shift control down.
Control down, that is fine for going down, but for coming up within the formula, what you did?
Use the side scroll bar to come up.
Use the side scroll bar to come up. Next range select करनी है अगर, तो आप यहाँ side scroll bar आप यहाँ पहुँच गए होगा, तो what you'll do? You have to use the side scroll bar to come up, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
then select it again. Then
Yes, sir.
say 2016. Then again repeat the same step, plus sign. Then again come up and scroll up because new counters will have to come in now. Swati and 16, right? So instead of this, what I could have done? Just do along with me. Click on A1. क्या कर सकते हैं? What you can do, Heather? What you're doing is once you have selected this complete range and you're saying create selection from top, you're telling Excel to name this column starting from Ashi till the end as actress.
Okay, sir.
जो यहाँ पे काम कर रहे थे ना, ये पूरे इसका पूरे का नाम है सेल्स.
Yes, sir.
वही यहाँ कर रहे हैं. इसका पूरे का नाम टुगेदर इज एक्ट्रेस, नॉट द इंडिविजुअल सेल्स.
तब भी नहीं आ रहा
If I
है.
want to name the individual cell as Ashi, then
You can name it. Go here and name it one by one.
sir, but there's so much data, so one by one.
See what
Yes, sir. That's
there are two things. Please understand. We don't name generally this Ashi because we don't perform any action on Ashi. We always perform action on play timings etc. आप नंबर्स को ऐड और सब्ट्रैक्ट करते हो ना, आशी को क्यों कॉल करोगे इस तरह? सम के अंदर आशी वोंट गो ना, ओनली द नंबर्स विल गो. Right or no?
yes, sir. Right.
Right? And if you want to name it as something which is unique, the name has to be unique. So we cannot name it Ashi because Ashi is getting repeated. Then you create some code and name it from right in a larger set of data.
Yes.
But is it actually required in this situation? We do not require it to name it one by one.
Yes.
अगर 10,000 सेल है, 10,000 सेल के नाम याद ही नहीं रहेंगे. Getting a point? If I name 10,000 cells, will I remember 10,000 names?
No.
To call it, क्या मुझे वो 10,000 नाम याद रह जाएंगे? That is the biggest issue then.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
So we have to make a specific table for every different individual name, or it just would be calculated by itself.
आपको कुछ नहीं करना, आपने ये काम कर लिया, आप ये यहाँ क्लिक करो एक बार, then I'll show you why I'm asking you to do this. Click on Ashi or on 2016 or on 9, किसी भी एक पे क्लिक करो. Then press Control Shift down arrow. What is showing at the top left column? This name bar.
Play time.
Play timing only.
मतलब आपका ये कॉलम का क्या नाम पड़ गया?
Play timing.
Play timing. Click on Ashi. Control Shift down arrow. What is showing at the top here?
Actress.
Actress. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Click on 2016. Control Shift down arrow. क्या दिख रहा है ऊपर?
So that there is date.
Date. ठीक है. अब इंटरेस्टिंग समझते हैं. मैंने आपसे एक क्वेश्चन पूछा था, कैन यू टेल मी हाउ मेनी प्लेज वर प्लेड बाय आशी एंड स्वाति इन 15 17 टुगेदर, या आशी इन 15 एंड 17 टुगेदर पूछा था ना?
Yes, sir.
हाउ मेनी
Yes,
प्लेज
sir.
वर डन बाय आशी इन 15 एंड 17 टुगेदर. अब अगर मैं अब काउंट इफ्स चलाऊंगा ना, काउंट इफ्स, व्हाट आर द कॉम्बिनेशन? आशी 16, आशी 15, राइट? डू आई हैव टू गो अहेड एंड सेलेक्ट द रेंज?
No, sir.
क्या करूं?
Actress.
एक्ट्रेस को कॉल कर लेता हूं ना,
Yeah.
रेंज इज ऑटोमेटिकली सिलेक्टेड.
Selected. Yeah.
कॉमा क्या लिखूंगा? आशी.
Ashi.
And
Comma, what I want?
sure. Playing timing.
The year.
Year. So I'll call what? What this year column is named as? Date.
Date.
Date. So I'll start typing date. Date will come up. I'll say 2016.
क्योंकि मेरा ऑन नहीं हो रहा.
Thanks, Nick. Right?
Yes.
Is
sir.
this clear? Now if I have to do, going ahead, I have to use for ASCII and again use a countifs. What I'll do? Here also it will be countifs because we have more than one condition. What I'll do? I'll do the same thing again, actress.
Actress, yes. sir.
And name it to be ASCII. Right? I'll name it to be ASCII.
Yes. sir.
ASCII, comma, date, comma, and name it to be
2017.
17, whatever was the problem. Press enter. See, you can do it without going anywhere. अब उसमें हमें इसकी तो रिक्वायरमेंट ही नहीं थी ना. We did not want to name the cells. What we wanted? We wanted to name the complete range.
So sir, there's any importance for play number?
Yes?
Sir, even you have mentioned this column called play number. Like there is a proper column 1, 2, 3, 4,
Play
5,
number,
6.
right? If
Yeah.
I ask you, there may be some data is missing. Suppose Swati in 2015 यहाँ missing है, 8 यहाँ missing, data full नहीं. मैं पूछूं, how many plays were there? How many plays happened? Right? What you can say? You can just say count. Count what? Which column? Play number. Count the number of cells which has numbers in it. So to tell you there are 951 plays. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So
What was that? 951 was?
I tell you what my Sunil was asking ki, is there any importance of this play number column? Right? There may be not, but there may be how. If some data is missing, suppose ASCII is not missing from here, 2016 from here, 2009 from here, and it's a big data and it's a randomly named play numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4 तो दिखते हैं randomly. You won't be able to find out how many plays have happened, right?
Yes, sir.
In this case, what you will do? You cannot select anything here because there's some data missing.
Missing, yeah.
So what you'll do? You'll just run a count. Count on what?
Play number.
Because count the number of cells which have numbers in it. So I'll say play number, bracket close, enter. It will give me there are 951 plays.
Okay. sir.
Right?
Yes,
What's the other option rather than double clicking on the options that we get like actress or date? So is there
Okay.
that I
Yes.
can use via keyboard?
Yes, you can. So what I'm saying, suppose you have to find the average. Average है. ठीक है? Average के बाद suppose you are saying actress. Actress. Suppose this comes up which is at the top, which is the first entry. अब वहां तक ले जाओगे अगर इसके नीचे there are actress coming at second point, it won't work. Actress. Press a tab, it will get selected.
Okay, so just when I have the single option, I can press tab.
Single option or your option is at the top. At times what happens is once you are running an average, there may be a lot of options, but still your average is at the top. Right? Then you press a tab.
Yes, sir.
Done? Okay, is it working for all? Now it becomes easier or not? After naming the ranges, it becomes very easy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Although what happens is we do not use names for everything and anything. Why? What is the reason? Why we do not use the names for everything and anything? 10,000 का data, will we name every cell of 10,000 data?
No, sir.
We won't. Why? क्यों नहीं? How would you remember it? उसको कॉल करने के लिए आपको याद भी तो रखना है ना. सब यूनिक नेम्स हैं. कोई इंडिया सेल्स होगा, कोई इंडिया सेल्स डॉट होगा, कोई इंडिया सेल्स 1 होगा. हाउ वुड यू रिमेंबर इट? व्हाट इज विच डेटा? राइट? सो we use it for specific.
That means you are saying that it is just like C12, C3, which is n number of times getting used. So how to remember it, right?
No, what I'm saying, if this, suppose this is the data, ये data है, right? Now, if I name these cells by codes,
Okay.
right, and there are thousands of such codes,
Yes.
so you won't remember what a GU means. So even if I know GU is Gujarat, somebody tells me GU is Gujarat, it won't help much. So we use numbers, we use names, but we use it specific for specific things.
Correct.
That is what I'm saying. Otherwise, what happens is this feature looks very good, so we start naming everything and anything possible in the world.
Yeah.
I'm not getting exactly.
What I'm saying is, suppose ये इतने सारे code हैं, right?
Yes, sir.
And these are the sales from these codes. Andhra Pradesh mein what sales happened is given. Andhra Pradesh represented with what code? AP.
AP.
Arunachal Pradesh by ARP. Chhattisgarh by CH. Delhi by
DL.
DL.
Yeah.
Suppose I think that at times I have to calculate Andhra Pradesh and Delhi ka sales. Other time I have to do a sales for Goa and Gujarat.
Yes,
Third
sir.
time for Karnataka and Kerala. So instead of coming back here and referring one by one, there are suppose 1,000 of such codes.
Yes, sir.
Right? So I said what to do. Let me name it. मैं इसको name कर देता हूँ from the left side. So this cell will be named as AP.
Yes, sir.
So I can call it anywhere and say AP plus ARP will give me Andhra Pradesh per Arunachal Pradesh sales, right or not?
Right, sir.
But the issue is if there are 10,000, will we after some time will we remember what code relates to what?
No, sir.
So that becomes useless.
Yeah.
That is what I'm saying. We have to use it, but we have to use it in such a situations. Here it is very useful.
So
Right?
it will be vary, you are saying, basically.
Yes, you have to use it according to the requirement and not use it just for using. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, sir.
Right?
Sir,
Okay.
do you mind repeating the same problem again of Ashi and Swati combined together?
Okay. So what is where we got stuck, Heather?
I forgot it. I want to do it again.
Okay, the problem again.
Yeah.
See the problems, there are 5 problems on a PDF. I believe I've shared the PDF on the link.
No, not this one. The countess one. I named it all. Actress and dates ranges have been named. Just need that problem statement again and solve it.
Okay, the
again.
problem said, can you tell me the total number of plays
Yes, sir.
in which Ashi acted in 2016 and 17 combined?
Okay. Yes.
That means I want Ashi 16, Ashi 17 to be counted together.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay, is this clear? If it is, let us come to 3 dot students file day 3. Let us come to 3 dot students file day 3. Open this sheet.
Yes, sir, done.
Right? Everyone open this sheet. I'll come back to this in a minute. Just waiting for all to open it up.
So which file to be opened?
You have to open 3 dot students file day 3. 3 dot students file day 3.
Yes, sir.
Done? Once we are done, please do let me know.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
We'll start with the most important thing in the most important formula in Excel, which is VLOOKUP. Right?
Sir, your screen is not visible.
Yes, I'm coming to that. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Where is Zoom on here? Right. Now what we are going to cover is one of the most important, most used formula in Excel is a VLOOKUP, right? How many of us have used VLOOKUP before? Is there anyone who
Sir, I have used once.
Okay. Anyone else who have used VLOOKUP and know how it works? Because this is one of the most important formulas for students. If an interviewer has to ask any question in Excel, one of the questions will be on VLOOKUP. Right? Although there is another formula has come in the in Microsoft, but that is only available with Office 365. I have it on this system because I'm using updated version of Excel, which gets updated, it's a paid version of Excel for every year. Right? So I have another formula, but that if time permits, I'll only show you. You won't be able to run it. But till date, VLOOKUP is one thing which every interviewer probably is going to ask you. Right? So let us understand what VLOOKUP is. VLOOKUP is a function which helps you to retrieve data. I'll take it from very basics, presuming nobody has done it. Right?
Yes, sir.
Presuming nobody has done it. So let us talk of it from a very basics and pick it up from there. I'm willing to spend today and next half session also on it because of the importance it holds. Now, can you see the data? What data we have out here? We have roll numbers. We have names against it. We have maths marks and physics marks.
Physics mark.
If I ask you a very simple question, very simple. Can you tell me the maths marks of roll number 57?
49.
49. What did I tell you? How much information I gave you? I told you what roll number to search for.
Specific.
I told you what? I told you what roll number to search for. Yes or no?
57. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then I
Roll
also
number
told-
and the subject.
And I also told you the data from which data you have, because that was feasible. Had there been 2 or 3 data, I would have told you from the first data you have to pick it up. अगर और भी इस तरह के data होता है, I would have told you, from this data you have to pick it up.
Yes, sir.
Then I also told you maths. That means I told you from which column you have to pick up the data. The moment I say maths, you got to know that we have to pick up from this column, right? And you gave me answer as what? 40?
49.
49. Right? Same thing Excel does for me. It retrieves the relevant value for me by using a formula which is VLOOKUP. What is the first thing I told you? You have to retrieve the math
Roll
marks
number.
of roll number. So is it not asking you lookup value, what to look up? It is asking you what to look up. So I'll say look up for 57. Now what it is asking?
Table array.
It is asking you from where to pick up. Because Excel does not know. Here you could, by cognitive skill, you could understand this data, right? Had there been 2 or 3, you would also have got confused. So it is asking me, tell me the data. So I go and select the data for him. From here you have to retrieve the data. Now what should it ask logically? Give me the, or kya chahiye? If I say retrieve the marks for roll number 57, what will you ask me?
Subject, sir.
Subject.
Right? When I say subject in Excel world, I have to tell him the which column. And the column does not count, starts counting from here. It starts counting from this array. According to Excel, this is column index number 1, this is column index number 2, this is 3 and this is 4. जहां से भी आपका डेटा शुरू होता है वहीं से column index number they start counting. So what is the column index number of maths?
It is 3, sir.
3.
It is 3. So I'll give him a 3. Now it is asking me, if I would have asked you, can you give me the maths marks of roll number 59, what you would have said?
$49.
59 ka.
So 59 is not there.
Not available.
59 is not available. So you had 2 options, either to come back and tell me there is an error, 59 is not available, or you could have told me, see, 59 is not available. Do you want me to give the answer against 58 or not? 59 नहीं मिला, उसके एक nearest smallest का आंसर चाहिए क्या आपको? You could have given me these 2 options, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Either you could have given me what? Error, 59 not available. Or you could have given me what? I don't have 59. Can I give you the answer against the nearest smallest? What is the nearest smallest to 59? Nearest smallest to 59.
58.
58. तो आप मुझसे पूछ सकते हैं ना 58 का आंसर है 59 तो है नहीं. Depending on situation, this is what Excel is asking. It is asking, do you want me to look for exact match? That means if that thing does not happen, I'll give you an error. Or do you want me to give an approximate match? That means if this does not happen, do you want me to give you the answer against nearest smallest or not? Right now, we'll only stick to false, but I'll tell you where true is used after this. False means what? What is false out here?
Exact match.
Exact match. When I press enter, what should come out?
49.
49. See, 49 gets retrieved. Any doubt in the syntax of it, first and foremost?
Sir, if you could repeat, please.
I'll repeat.
If just what I want to know is when you said third, this is basically the third column, right? So if
Third
there
column
are,
in this array.
right, in this array. So if there are multiple columns, then basically we are going by, it doesn't matter which cell we are in. Suppose my column starts from cell E. And from there, wherever the data is, if
Yes.
my data is in cell I, but it's still the second column,
Yes.
I have to write only the second column, right?
Yes. You have to start counting from wherever you.
From
This is where you
right.
are looking up.
Right.
Lookup has to happen in the leftmost column of the array. So from
Right.
roll number you will look up. From there, on the right side, whichever column it is.
Right. And the false and the true was basis, you wanted exact or you wanted approximate?
Approximate. If you allow him to get the approximate right, that means if 59 does not happen, you want him to still give the answer, but against the nearest smallest. Then you apply a true.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Right. So what? Okay. Yes, please.
For the lookup value, so we have to initially start up with the column wherein we are exactly wanting him to search for the numerical value, correct?
No. What happens is the moment you say 57, right?
Yeah.
Now your 57, when you select the array, this array has to start from that column where you have to look up. That means this 57, it will only look up in the leftmost column of the array you have selected.
Okay, sir. So the selection has to be started from the
Right. That means if I say 57 and I select from here, it won't work.
Okay, sir.
Because it will look for 57 where? In this name array.
And if I want to, in this range, if I want to look up for Alok, I need to write them in inverted commas?
Yes. You have to write this Alok like this. You have to write Alok like this. But if I select the data like this, it won't work.
No, it won't work. I have to select it from the name column.
From the name column, because it will only look in the leftmost column of the array. And it cannot look from right to left. It will only look from left to right. Left to right.
Sir, what if I am looking for Alok, but I want the entire selection of the entire table, as in I want the roll number also then?
No, roll number, we look up, there's a, what I can say, limitation to VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP cannot look from right to left. Although I'll tell you a combination where you can look from right to left by using some other formulas.
Okay, sir.
VLOOKUP will only retrieve from left to right.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Most welcome. So what should I put first? Someone said to repeat. So what should I put first if I want some roll number 57? What it is asking me?
57.
57. Comma. What it is asking me?
So the data.
Data. So even if the data is from this point, I cannot select from this point. Why? Because then it will look for 57 where? In the leftmost column of the array. Okay, so I have to select the data from
But
here.
sir, why we are selecting overall data? We are selecting for specific, like we are asking for couple. So why we are selecting overall data?
See, overall data we are selecting because here we are asking for a specific thing. You could have selected something like this also. You could have done. But the issue is, I'll take it ahead. When we are typing 57 like this, we are not doing the right thing actually. What we should have done, let me finish it off once, then I tell you how to use it properly in Excel way. Right? There you will get the point why we are selecting the complete data. Right? So what to do? I select this data. If I want physics marks, what should I type in here?
So the row number.
No, I've already typed in roll number and the column. What should I type in?
So
Physics marks?
4.
4 and a false.
Yes.
Right? Enter. It will give me 75, which is the 57 ka 75.
Sir,
Right? Yes.
so now here there are only 4 columns, but if in case there are more, since we are like counting from where, like if this started in E, then we would start counting from there, right?
Right.
So if there are like many of them,
Hmm.
like since it's 4 away, but how if we don't want to calculate manually?
See, if you used VLOOKUP standalone as a VLOOKUP, right? Then you have to remember where it is. The column index number has to be remembered. Kis column mein kya hai? Even in some places where they don't know much of Excel, I've seen people having a sheet in which column what it is if it's a big data. But it still helps. If it's a 5,000 data, and you just have to change the column index number and you can get the value from the 4500th row instead of scrolling it across. It still helps, right? But going at give me a day, by the next session I'll tell you a way where you don't have to put it. You can just select maths and it will give you maths marks. We'll make it slightly complicated, but you'll say maths and it will give you maths marks against it.
Also, sir, if along with 57 roll number, I want 3 more other roll numbers data of the same subject.
See, 3 other roll number data cannot be retrieved in one go. Yahan nahi aayenge comma hoke. One by one you can do it.
Okay.
I tell you how. Actually, when you are doing using Excel like this, it's not a very good way. Instead of this, is first and foremost, tell me, is the formula clear to all?
Correct. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, everybody, please put a yes if the formula is clear. Then only I'll take it slightly on a different level.
Sir, could you do one more, please? Like any other number?
And any number you do, you tell me which number. 77? You can do it.
Yes, sir. Will.
Right? 77? What do you want? Others, please keep on putting a yes so that I can just go ahead. If you want the name of this 77, what should I put in column index number? What's the name of roll number 77?
So it will be 2, right?
2. And a false. See, the output comes out to be Lavi. Clear? Wonderful. I'll tell you something. Why we are not using it in a very good way. Instead of this, I would have been much more comfortable writing things like this. I would have said enter roll number. Enter roll number. Okay? And I would have written here enter column index number. Column index number. What I could have done, I could have written something like this or not. Now I will be using Excel in a much more efficient way. Just have a look at it. What I'm writing here, enter
Roll number.
Enter roll number.
and enter column index number.
Column index number.
Now while writing the formula, I say VLOOKUP. When it asks me what to look up, I'll not say any roll number. I'll go and select this J4, J3. Okay? Comma. It will ask me for table array. I'll go and select this array. I'll select the complete array. Comma. It is asking me column index number. What do you want? I'll say whatever is written out here. And a false. The moment I press enter, will it give me any answer right now?
No, because we haven't entered roll number and column index number.
We haven't entered anything out here, right? So it won't. It will give me an error. But moment I go ahead and say 57 and here I go and say 2, what will be the answer?
The name.
What name will come out?
Kapil.
Kapil.
I press 2 and I press enter, Kapil comes out. Now it is easy. Somebody else comes in and says, okay, suppose Geeta comes in and says, can you tell me my maths marks? Her roll number is 64. What you will do? You will type in 64.
Enter roll number is 64.
And this to be 3. You will
Yes.
tell her your marks is 46. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now you don't have to get to the formula. What you have to change? Only the
Roll number and column index number.
There are 50 people going for an interview and coming to the admin department and asking for their marks again and again. कई बार होता है ना, someone asks you for same data, a lot of people are asking for the same data by different identities. So what to do? Just sit here and keep on changing the roll numbers. 77, your roll marks is 59. 69, your marks is 67. Is it easier or not?
Yes, sir.
Had it been a larger data, is it easy or not?
Yes, sir.
Even if somebody does not know Excel, then also he can use it because he does not have to go into formula. What he has to do?
Enter the roll number.
Enter the roll number and get the maths marks. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Think and create it like this and tell me whether we are able to create it.
So also one question. What if we have roll number mehi? We have 2-3 cells wherein we have roll number 57. Then we have the name. Then we have the next column saying maths, and then we have the marks. And similarly, दूसरा थोड़े cells के बाद we have the same roll number. Same. Then we have physics and its marks. So how does we look up?
See, what is roll number and maths marks here, roll number and physics marks here, right?
Yes, sir.
This is what you are saying. See, with complex formula हम उसको identify कर जाएंगे किसमें से किससे data pick करना है, किस data. हमें आगे we'll do one problem where we'll do this where there are two tables and we'll pick up from the right table. Right?
एक ही टेबल में सर सब हुआ तो
एक ही टेबल में अगर हेडर्स रिपीट होते हैं, राइट, सो जब भी आपको एनालिसिस करना है, चाहे VLOOKUP से करना है, चाहे पिवट टेबल से करना है, you have to create it in a single tabular format. See, एक्सेल का जो वैसे भी कोई डेटा अगर आपको भी देना कि आपको उसमें से कुछ एनालिसिस करना है, व्हाट यू डू विद द डेटा फर्स्ट? एक बार रॉ डेटा दे दो, डेटा हम करते क्या है?
फॉर्मेटिंग.
हम तीन काम करते हैं. एक डेटा को समझते हैं डेटा क्या है पहले, अगर हमें नहीं पता, राइट, देन वी डू व्हाट? क्लीनिंग द डेटा, formatting the data, arranging the data in a format so that we can analyze it, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is what we'll do here. If it is into 2 or 3 tables like roll number physics, roll number maths, roll number so on, then there is a way which we can do it. But if you are saying roll number, name, maths, physics, then again roll number, maths, physics, we can do that also, but then it becomes unnecessarily complex. We generally do what? And that data is not good also. Have you seen a data where things gets repeated again and again like this, one after the other? In any industry, it is always a single set of data.
Also, sir, in this you have taken false as the last criteria, like you have gone for the exact match.
Right.
In the same formula, if I want to try the true condition there, then what will happen?
I tell you what, suppose you put a 70 now. Is 70 available as a roll number?
No.
So I'll get an error. Excel will tell me there is no 70.
Okay.
Right. Instead, if I would have used a true here, although there is one more step to true, but still just to show you, right? It may give you right answer, wrong answer. That is different because there is one more step to be done. But if I use a true and use the same 70, it will still give you some answer. What is this answer for? Against what?
The nearest value.
Nearest, smallest.
Nearest.
Nearest, not nearest. Nearest, smallest. Had it been 76 also, then also it would have given you answer for 69.
Huh. Correct.
Right? Not for 7. It is giving you answer for 69 right now. I'll put
if
the
it
name.
Would have been 71, still it would have given me the 69 value.
Even 76, it will give you 69.
Okay.
It will not go to the nearest larger. It will always go to the nearest
smaller.
Smallest. Is this clear what true does? This Jayant is against what roll number?
69.
Jayant is which? 69 name, right? And what we are putting in roll number here as?
70.
70. But still it is retrieving Jayant because I have used a true in the end. Had I used a false exact match, what it would have given me?
Error.
Error.
Can you repeat the true function again about the nearest smallest?
See, what happens is right now is 70 roll number available?
No.
No. So if I'm using a true, I'm telling Excel, see, if you don't get any number, go to the nearest smallest of it and then retrieve the value against it.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So the moment I press enter, 70 is not available. What is the nearest smallest to 70?
69.
And what we are trying to, second column, what should come out? The name.
Jayant, yes, sir.
So Jayant is coming out. If it is 76, what will be the answer?
Still 69 it will take.
Still Jayant, nearest smallest.
Sir,
Still Jayant will
59,
come.
sir.
59 will give you what? 59 is giving you what?
It will give around 58, I think.
It should give Jayant, but it is giving you right now what? Kapil. Because I said there is one more step to be done before we can use a true. I was saying initially, right? I'll tell you how this works, but there is one more step to be done on the data before you can use a true. And the step is, if you have to use a true, you have to arrange this data in the ascending order by roll number. जो भी आपकी lookup value वहां से उसे ascending order में डालना पड़ता है, something like this. You have to click here, go to sort and filter and sort from smallest to largest. The moment you do this, now it is against Jayant, which is against 58. Now you put any number, it will give you the nearest smallest. Take any number you want. Because the step before using a true, the step is to arrange the data by the lookup value in the ascending order. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
And I was telling you the first instance only before true I have to use something. You may get a wrong answer, but you will get it. right? And that happened with 59. Now put any number. You want any number. Suppose you want 85. What will be the answer? Sorry, not in column index number. Suppose I put 85 out
87.
here. What will be the answer? What will the name which will come out?
Himesh.
Himesh is. You put any you want, right? It will bring that out to you. For 96, what is coming out?
Aditya.
Near the smallest always it will work. Clear?
So could you put it in ascending order and show again?
The data was somewhat like this initially, where it was not in ascending order. ऐसा था data. If I put it correctly, 58 was coming before 57. Right? Because roll number enter वैसे हुए तो मैंने क्या किया? I clicked here, I went to sort and filter in the home tab and I said sort from smallest to largest. The complete data, not only the roll number, you cannot have a mismatch, right? 47 Alok cannot become 56, cannot become an Alok now. It has to do a corresponding. So the moment you do this, click on the first and smallest largest, generally takes the data along with it. You have to be cautious about this. But instead of, if I would have selected this and then went here and said smallest to largest, would it have taken all?
No, so only the roll numbers would have worked.
No, it would have prompted you. Do you want to do it alone or do you want to expand the selection? Clear?
So if I want to do all the roll numbers like that in ascending order with the data, then how do I do it?
Just select expand the selection. अगर आप इस पे चले जाओगे, then it will only get sorted alone. If you say expand the selection, all the data will also go along.
All right, got it, sir.
Right?
So can you please repeat about the expanding collection?
See, what I'm saying is, there is when you sort, right? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what I'm saying, when you sort, there are two ways. One way is click here and go to sort and filter and sort. If you do this, it automatically expands the selection. That means 58 का ये पूरा एक साथ ही ऊपर नीचे move होगा.
But sir, वैसा करेंगे तो it is just for 58 will get arranged.
No, everything. The complete data will get sorted. Just see, if I make this 69, वो पूरा column ही sort हो जाता है. Right? And make this 67, that is fine. I make this 69 and I make this 67. ठीक है? I click here and I say sort. See 67, 69 भी sort हो जाएंगे. ये भी आ गया ना ascending में?
Yes, sir.
So we don't need to select it as such, like the whole data.
See, होता क्या है कि at times when we are doing it, we end up selecting this and saying sorting. So we should know, if I am doing this, I am trying to tell Excel, I may be in a condition where I only want to sort the first column.
So,
Right?
sir, we have to select both the column, right? 67 and 69. Then only they will go to ascending, right?
No, you have to select, if you are selecting the complete data together and you go here and say select from smallest to largest, Excel will ask, do you only want to sort roll numbers and not change the position of these name, physics and maths? But we are not going to do that, right? Because then 57 will become Jay and then 58 will become Kapil.
Right, sir.
ये स्टैंडर्ड अगर आपने कंटिन्यू विद करंट सिलेक्शन सेलेक्ट कर लिया तो सिर्फ यही सॉर्ट हो जाएगा, बाकी डेटा ऐसे ही रह जाएगा.
Okay, sir.
If you say expand the selection, the complete data will get sorted together. But that is only the case if you are selecting the range and sorting. If you are clicking on one cell and sorting, it will automatically expand the selection.
Okay, sir. Understood.
Got the point? Everyone got the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? Very small pointer, but very important. If data mismatch हो गया, then it becomes very difficult. I would suggest just try and create it by linking to a cell. Okay, before that, I'm writing a formula. Tell me what will be the answer. I'm saying this. Instead of roll number, I'm going to link it with this. I'm going to select the data which looks like this, comma 2, comma false, not 2. I'll link it to this and I say false. अभी इसे रन करेंगे, what will be the answer?
Error.
If I run it right now, why the error? Because 64 it will look where?
In the name column, sir.
In the name column. So it will give me an error. But if I go here and type Alok, will it work?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It will give me the answer. Is it giving me the answer?
Yes.
Or no?
So could
No,
you
sir,
tell again why it
because,
showed error?
Just a minute. We said J3. Okay, we have selected from
Next
C6
number
only.
you have
We have
put.
selected from C6. I have to select from D6. Now it will give me. मैंने गलती से selection जो किया था यहाँ से कर लिया था यहाँ से. So it was trying to look for Alok where? In the roll number column. Clear? Now I've selected from where? From D6 to F16. So now it is looking Alok where? It is looking Alok here. If I say Hema, what will be the answer?
67.
67. Why? Because it will look here and give me the output against third column index number. If I make it 4, what will be the answer?
But technically the column index number is second as per, sorry.
No.
Yeah. As per a selection, it is third right now.
Yes,
So
it is always as per your array selection.
yeah, but in case if I increase it and say suppose it's 4 or 5, wherein our selection is up to 3 columns, then
See, whatever you have selected till this point, right?
yes,
This is
sir.
the array you have selected. In this array, this will be your column index number 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, but what if I put 4, 5, or 6, or maybe any other higher number in CIN? Then what will it lead to?
It will not lead to anything. It will give you an error. See, reference
Not
error.
Okay, sir.
It is going beyond data, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
if I am selecting this range, which is D6 to F6, the whole till down, that means name is column index number 1, maths
Right.
is column index number 2, and physics
Physics
is
is column index number 3.
So my column index number depends upon my range.
Depends on the array.
Array,
It starts
okay.
counting from the leftmost column of the array.
Correct. Okay.
Right?
When selecting the array, we have to select the roll number data also, no? No.
This one,
Yes. Do we include that or no?
you may not. But generally, I prefer not to.
Okay, it doesn't matter, but then we have to be careful when counting the index number column, right?
No, you don't have to be, because even if you select from here, the index will still be 3.
Yes, sir.
You select from here or here, the column, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 only. Only because this does not make any sense. I would not be in a position to say, if I write name, give me physics as the output. अगर मैंने यहाँ से select कर लिया ना, just see what happens. If I select, instead of selecting from this point, I select from this point, right? What extra optionality it is giving me? What extra it is working for me? Just a minute, I'll create it again. आप मुझे बताना इससे फायदा क्या हुआ? मैंने कहा ये select this. Where to look for Hema? Look in this data. Even if you do it, right? And say third and say false. What will be the answer right now?
No, sir. I'm not talking about the headings. I'm talking about the roll number column, like that.
If
data.
you select the roll number column, it won't give you any answer. I tell you something. If you select, instead of selecting from this point, you are looking for what? You're looking for Hema, right? You're looking for a name.
Sir.
And
Yes.
if you select the data like this, it won't give you an answer, because Excel always look at whatever you are looking up, it will only try to find out in the leftmost column of the array you have selected. तो हेमा को कहां पे ढूंढेगा? वो इसमें ढूंढेगा रोल नंबर में. It will give you an error.
Got it, sir.
Got it? Whatever you are looking up, whatever is your lookup value, where Excel will try to find it, not in any other column, but in the leftmost column of your array. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So it won't work if you select from this point. Right? Okay, any doubts with this? Any doubts with this? Do let me know.
No, sir.
Wonderful. Let us come to worksheet F. Let us come to worksheet F. Have you seen this worksheet before?
Yes, sir. We have given grades.
We have given grades, right? Divisions, first, second, third, and fourth. And the criteria was greater than equal to 60. What was the grade?
Greater than equal to 75 first.
Greater than equal to 60 first, greater than equal to 45
second,
greater than equal to 33. We had a third, and less than 33,
fail.
greater than equal to. Clear? This was the criteria. Remember? And I said, and what we used, which formula did we use to create this?
Nested if.
Nested if, where I used if within an if to write it once and drag it down to fill for all, right? Let us do it in another way. मैं इस columns की जगह, what are the junction points? Is the first junction point at 0? जो beginning point to 0 है ना? What is the first junction point where fail changes to first, second, third? What is the point?
Greater than equal to 33.
Can I say 33?
Yes, sir.
The moment you touch 33, your fail will change to third. The moment you touch 45, your third will change to
Second.
The moment you touch 60, what it will change to?
First.
So can I just write it something like this? Can I just invert this off one by one? This is a fail. This is what? Fail के बाद क्या आता है यहाँ? Third will come in. Then second and
then first.
This is the point. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If I use this, I'll show you something very interesting. Can I use any other formula to retrieve my divisions? I can. Just have a look. I'm going to use a VLOOKUP to retrieve my divisions. Just have a look and tell me whether we understand this or not. I'll say VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP what? VLOOKUP this. Where to look up? Look up in this array. Which column index to retrieve? Second. And a true. Tell me what will be the answer for this. If I run this formula, what will be the answer for this? Third. It will be third. Why? Because it will try to look for 36. Will it get 36? इस टेबल में 36 है क्या?
No, sir. But then we have written true. So that is the closest match, smallest closest match. तो 33 के हिसाब से third आएगा.
33 के हिसाब थर्ड है. Even if it 36 के यहाँ 44 होता तब भी क्या आता? Third आता. And that is what we want.
Yes, sir.
The moment I press enter, it will give me the answer. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But if I drag it down, it won't work. Can anyone tell me why? If I drag it down, it will give me some errors. Why?
No, because the selection was 36.
No, selection 36 नहीं हो तो बदल गया ना. ये तो smart tool है, आपने E3 लिया था.
I think so.
The moment you drag it down, it has automatically become E4. There is something different which is happening. Why it is giving you an error? Anyone?
So maybe, I don't know, it should start from first till fail.
No. You have to start from this way because you have to go to the nearest smallest.
Okay.
अगर first ऊपर रख दिया तो nearest highest पे नहीं जाएगा ना.
Yes.
आप 32
The ascending order of the percentage.
वो तो हमने पहले ही रख दिया यहाँ. See, we have already created it in ascending order.
The percentage column also goes
The
by
percentage column.
No, percentage column is not to be arranged in ascending order. Where you are looking up, in lookup value जिस column में lookup करनी वो ascending में होना चाहिए.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Right?
lookup value goes by one row down.
Yes. Which lookup value? This array.
So we have to freeze, right?
Yes. What is happening is you have taken which array? H3 to I6, right?
Yes.
The moment you drag one space down, your lookup changes from this to this, but your array changes from to what? Just have a look. What it has become now?
Yes, sir, got it.
Because you move one step down, array also move one step down, right? So what it has become now? H4 to
I7.
I7. So क्या करना पड़ेगा? यहाँ पे at this point, just go and select these two and freeze it. How do you freeze the cell? Freeze the cells by putting dollars. Shortcut to put the dollars is select these, press F4 with a function key. वो dollars अपने आप लग जाएंगे. Press F4 with the function key, dollars will automatically apply. Press enter. Now if you double click or drag it down, it will fill the right answers for you. Because
So can you show me again the selections? which इसको डॉलर किया.
डॉलर के लिए हमने कुछ नहीं किया, इसको सेलेक्ट किया और F4 प्रेस कर दिया. आप 4 बार डॉलर लगा भी सकते थे शिफ्ट कर करके, बट शॉर्टकट इज सेलेक्ट इट एंड प्रेस F4. F4 इज जनरली ऑन द अबव साइड ऑफ द की, सो फंक्शन की के साथ F4.
That means so.
Right?
But still, can you repeat this freezing thing again?
Right. What I am saying is, if you don't freeze, see, Excel is a smart tool. What did you build up as a formula? आपने कहा था H3 to I6 लिया था ना array?
Yes, sir.
The moment you move one step down, see the array is also moving one step down.
Yes, sir.
The moment you move 2 step down, वो डेटा से ही बाहर हो जाएगा थोड़ी देर के बाद. See,
yes,
here it is trying to find out.
Yes, sir.
So it won't give you the answers, right?
Yes.
So you have to do what? You have to freeze the array. जो हमने last time देखा था, how to freeze the array.
Okay.
Right? How to freeze the array? Function F4. Enter. Now you can drag it down, it will fill for all. Hopefully this is clear what is happening, what we did.
Yes, sir.
And where true becomes useful, पिछले last case में it was looking like, why do you at any point of time, why do you want to retrieve something which is nearest smallest? अगर रोल नंबर नहीं है तो नहीं है, तो हमें नियरेस्ट स्मॉलेस्ट के अगेंस्ट का नाम क्यों चाहिए, राइट? ट्रू और नॉट?
Yes, sir.
If Saloni's roll number is 59 and if she forgets and she's saying 60 or 96, so she does not want that you give her the answer against 98, right?
Yes, sir. We need exact ones.
You need exact. तो यहाँ तो exactly लगना था, but in such situation, do you need a true? Because till 32,
yes,
you want
sir.
what answer? Fail? Yes or no?
So that means till 32, it will always be fail. Till 44, it will be third.
Yes. Between 33 to 44, it will be third.
Okay.
Between 45 till 59, it will be second. Beyond 60, it will be first. Right? Is it clear at this point? Any doubts?
No, sir.
ठीक है? Clear till this point, just try it out. If you have not created this, just create this off. I'll wait for a minute. Just try and create it off.
So can you copy paste the formula in the chat box? We'll look up.
I'll do that. But you have to ensure that you are creating the table here itself. From H3 to I6. Right? Because otherwise the formula will be different. Try it out, everyone. Just put it like this and then try to create it and see if it's working.
So what column index you have to select?
Column
index.
I did not get your point. What column index you have to select means?
The third option in the
column index number 2. Because in this sheet, you are looking up the value here and you want to retrieve from the second column, right? You have selected this array.
Okay, yes, I understand.
Right?
So could you tell the shortcut for freezing again?
F4. It is F4.
So you only freeze the cells, right? From H3 to I6?
Yes, I only freeze that because you cannot freeze the left what you are looking up. You have to
Correct.
change that for every name.
Correct. Okay.
Done, sir.
Done? Working?
Yes.
Wonderful. Just give me a minute.
I am unable to freeze it. I don't know why my F4 is not working properly.
You have to press, you have to use it with F4, with function key.
So when I did it, showed error. I did it with the function key only.
You press.
Could you do it once?
Yes, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I'll come to that. In this, what I'm saying is, this was the formula. You have written the formula something like this, right? And you don't have this. This is what is happening. You have written the formula like this or not?
Yes, sir.
And you have to remove this. This is the formula you have written.
Yes,
Now
sir.
you want to freeze H3 to I6. Select this. Select, I'm not saying select everything. You can select even parts of it. Now press the function key and press F4 together. See if it's freezing.
So can we do it on top directly?
Yes, you can. You want to do it here, you can go and select here and then say function F4.
And then enter, right?
Then enter. Right? And then double click, it will fill or drag it down. Working for all? Those who are through with this, do let me know with a yes. Those who are doing it, do let me know.
Done, sir.
Wonderful. Others also please complete and let me know. I'll wait because I said I'll go very slow on this topic. Because I know for all the students, MBA 4 students, this is going to be very, very, very critical in business world. So अगर कहीं पे भी आपको लगता है not understood, please do let me know. Don't sit on the problem in that, especially in this formula. You may forget find, you may forget mid and left. Still does not work at many times, but still चल जाएगा. VLOOKUP तो 90% times they are going to ask you.
Yes, sir, got it, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What we do is we do one more problem probably if everybody is through with this. I'll show you slightly on a larger scale how it works now. Right? Heather asking something?
No, sir. Sorry.
Okay. So let us come to worksheet 4. Let us come to worksheet 4. A very, very, very interesting worksheet now. Can you see what data is available out here? Just can anybody read out what is the data available?
So invoice, due date, amount raised by address to description, paid and paid on.
If paid, then on what date? Right? Suppose this is the data which I'm compiling for my vendors or from whom I'm paying or something, right? And when I have to send them the repeat, that means whether it is not paid, you have to pay it off. You have to send a format which looks like this format. Is this clear? How do you have to send it?
Yes, sir.
You have to send the invoice details, due date, raised by, amount, address to, description, if paid or not, if paid then on what date. ये clear है सबको?
Yes, sir.
Obviously, if I ask you to do it, one way of doing this is what? I go here, I pick up the due date, I pick up the, जैसे मुझसे कोई का invoice number this, IN 00031. I can manually go there and look for IN 00031, pick up the date, copy and paste, value copy and paste, सब चीज copy paste कर सकता हूँ one एक बार करके. Instead what I want is, see I've created a drop down. आपके system drop down चल रहा है? Everybody try it out. I've created one drop down out here.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, can you see the drop down?
Sir, it's not visible.
Sir,
No.
not working in my.
Click
No,
here
sir.
and see if it is working.
No.
Yes, sir. Now it is.
आपको इस पे क्लिक करके एक बार देखो दिख रहा है कि नहीं दिख रहा है?
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
क्लिक करने के बाद आ गया वो.
आ रहा है ना?
In mine, it is not coming.
If it is not coming, probably you are using very old version. Or which version are we using?
Yes, sir. It is very old.
Very old, right? So उसमें ये थी नहीं शायद, या फिर कई बार होता है compatibility नहीं होती इस sheet से. If that is the case, you can type in the invoice number out here, right? This is just to select the right invoice number.
Yes.
Now I have linked it in such a way, the moment I say invoice number 37, see the here also it changes. ये invoice number पे भी आप ध्यान देना. 37 से मैं कहता हूँ 44, तो it becomes 44.
So how to create the Dropbox?
Drop down I'll tell you. Going ahead in one of the sessions, I'll tell you how to create the drop down. ठीक है? We'll go out of this session. That's why I'm not taking it right now, but I'll tell you how to create the drop down. जिसका सिस्टम में नहीं चल रहा, you can just type the invoice number out here.
Okay, sir.
Now what I want is, the moment I select any invoice number, ठीक है? The moment I select any invoice number, my this sheet should get filled. That means मुझे यहाँ पे due date आ जानी चाहिए. कहाँ से? Where is the due date?
Sheet number 4.
Which is the master sheet. तो मतलब वो यहाँ पे जाए और जो भी 47 है, 47 के against due date fill हो जाए. The moment I select this, my complete data should get filled, so that there should be no errors in it. Is the problem clear?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है? For your convenience, I have named this. ये अगर मैं select करके दिखाऊं, तो आपको यहाँ पे कोई नाम दिख रहा है?
Invoices. Yes, sir.
मैंने इस पूरे array को invoices नाम दे दिया है. कहां से? यहां से नहीं, यहां से. So that you can call it from here also. You don't have to go and select the arrays.
So use that function from the formulas that you have shown in the starting.
Which function?
We went to the formulas one. Just a second.
Okay, name manager.
Yeah, formulas create from selection.
Yes, no, I have not used create from selection. I have just came in here. I just selected this off and मैंने यहाँ के invoices type कर दिया.
Okay, yes.
Right? उसकी जरूरत नहीं थी. But if I have to bring in due date, how to bring in? Tell me whether अगर मैं VLOOKUP use करता हूँ. अच्छा, मुझे आप ये बताओ first, in this data, in which column is your due date? I look for invoice number.
Second.
From which column I have to retrieve?
The second one. Number
Second of this array.
Third one.
Second.
Column index.
No.
Second column, sir.
Second column, because invoice number ढूंढेंगे ना. See, whatever invoice I choose here, IN 00047, उसी के against की तो ये चाहिए ना. So
Yes,
whether
sir.
I'll not select the array from I'll select the array like this or not. Complete
Yes, sir.
array.
Yes, sir.
So इसका तो column index number 2 है ना, जहाँ पे due date है.
Yes, sir.
So what I'll do, just see, मैं एक करके देता हूँ. The rest you try and complete it off as practice sheet, and then tell me whether it works or not day after tomorrow. We say VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP what? What should I look up for?
Invoices.
Invoice select and whatever I am selecting out here. ठीक है? Where I should look up?
Invoices.
Invoices. Array तो यही है ना जहाँ ढूंढना है. You know when I am typing invoices, what is getting selected in 4 sheet?
Yes, sir. Entire table array.
Entire table. Which column index number is your?
Second.
Second. Should it be a true or false? It should be a false. Because मुझे exact चाहिए ना, invoice number नहीं है तो किसी और का नहीं देना है data.
Yes.
Yes.
And I press enter. See the date is coming or not.
Yes, sir.
What is the date? 24 October 19. If you want to check, go and check IN 00047. Is it not 24/19?
Yes, sir.
इसके against की date आ गई ना. Now if I go here and change to any other invoice, I change to 52. Is my date changing?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, आपको क्या करना है, इसी तरह के फॉर्मूले अमाउंट में, रेज बाय, एड्रेस टू, डिस्क्रिप्शन सब में बनाने हैं, जिससे मैं जैसे ही इनवॉइस नंबर सेलेक्ट करूं मेरी पूरी इनवॉइस बन के आ जाए. taking the right
Basically, we
data
have
from the
to
master sheet.
just change the column index, right?
Yes, you have to change the column index number. Very true. Is this clear? And
Yes.
is it effective or not? First, tell me this.
Very much, sir.
I would love to
Yes,
hear
sir,
from all
very-
of you today.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it effective or not?
Very effective.
Yes, sir, very time saving.
Right? अगर ये इनवॉइस सोचो आपको ये बनानी हो, think of it how much time it will take for every to create, and what is the chances of error coming in? गलती
Yes,
से आपने
sir.
वो डेटा का दूसरा डेटा कॉपी करके पेस्ट कर दिया. Right? In this, is there any chance of an error?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Right? So this is what we are getting into. This is the beginning of what we do in Excel. We create hundreds of templates in Excel. Okay, just to help you, before I give you the attendance link, I'll give you few links, right? जहां पे we are posting lot of free material which you can go there and read it off. जो आप download करते हैं, I'll show you the material also. Just give me a minute, so that you understand why I'm asking you to do this. Can you see this shortcut? This is an Instagram page. Can you see this shortcut keys?
Yes, sir.
Excel के shortcuts है ना? Similarly,
Yes, sir.
can you see this? Because I post Excel finance together. Can you see these videos for a right function? Simple
Yes,
videos
sir.
हैं. Simple videos हैं. Not speaking something, but it is just showing you how to apply the right function. ठीक है? So if you want, you can go to this, and there is another page which is on Facebook where almost 59,000 people from across world are there. आप यहाँ जाओगे, आपको lookup series है, ऐसे lookup के functions कर रहे हैं ना अभी. We are doing VLOOKUP. So you can just click on the albums and look for lookup series. Click here. You see all these posts are for your lookup. So every lookup thing can be revised from here. What it does, we just discussed. VLOOKUP function looks for the value in the leftmost column of a table. It retrieves the value from the corresponding specified column. Is this clear? I'll give you the links. If you want, you can go here and learn of lot of things, because there are a lot of material there and lot of people out there. So lot of discussions also happening. Is the data clear what I showed you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
This is the Instagram page link, and this is the, and everything whatever you I'll give you the direct link to the page now. Right? इसमें albums आप ढूंढोगे, there are almost more than hundreds of formulas out there. So once you go there and look for it, you will find hundreds of formula there in Facebook also and Insta also. And by when we end this up, I'll also give you the LinkedIn link that is different. Just give me a minute before I give you the attendance link. You can go here, you can find lot of material every day getting updated, almost every day. If somebody is from finance, so a lot of content on finance and insurance, etc. also. Is this clear? Now let me know. We are almost through 3 or 4 sessions, right? 4 sessions, I believe. How much will it impact, right? Whether we are learning something interesting, something new to go out with. Because we'll have spent some time on this, then we'll spend some time on the PowerPoint also.
Very much.
Thanks, Adar, because I always remain keen whether it is effective and you are actually learning things out.
Yes, sir, we definitely are learning things, because I myself was not aware of many of these formulas that we've learned in the past 4 sessions now.
Right. Yes, sir, to be really frank, like I have worked on Excel, but at a very basic level. These things I worked on different software, like in AutoCAD, in CATIA. I'm an engineer basically. So, but
right.
This is something really interesting, sir.
Which is actually, if you are an MBA student, it is a mandatory requirement today.
Yes, sir, definitely.
So the more we realize it, the better we get into it, the better we'll be in the business world.
Yes.
Otherwise, वहां जाके सीखना और कोई काम जल्दी कर रहा है 1 minute में, you are doing it in 15 minutes or one hour or probably a day, then effectiveness automatically starts getting it. And this is a beginning. What we do in these sessions will be a beginning. You will do a lot of things going ahead, right?
Mr. Gulati, also the sessions have been absolutely wonderful. We have, as one of them said, we have also as faculty used Excel, but there are some things which on a day-to-day basis we don't. We may have done it, learned it earlier. We are not using it practically, so we've forgotten about it. So it's kind of a review again. Also, what I want to know is that there are some very silly and common things that maybe the problems that we face while we are working on Excel. It doesn't come to my mind offhand, but before your session gets done, if we just raise these kind of queries that we get stuck with, maybe in one of your sessions, or maybe in the last session, we can just ask you that in case for these issues, if you can help out with this, maybe
yes,
very
whatever best
common
I
and very
can,
small.
ma'am, whatever best, ma'am, I can, I'll definitely try to do it, because this is online. At times, I visualize what you're saying, right? The moment you said it's a hashtag error, I know, because I've been using for years, so I can relate to it, what error might have come in.
Right. And ours will be very basic compared to what you're doing, but this is a day-to-day, when we are working on it, we kind of face the small problems.
Right.
So maybe we'll list it out and we'll ask you.
Definitely, ma'am. Anytime. I can help you. If you can send me the list before, and I'll try. If anything is not available,
Sure, we'll try and do that. Yeah.
Right? So that will help, because otherwise I'll also have to think at times.
Right. Not a problem. We'll do that.
Right. So I'm sharing the link to the Google form for attendance also. Right. But to be very true, go to these links. There are a lot of material and a lot of people from across world. So especially on the Facebook and Insta, we are updating now regularly. So you can go there and learn a lot of things. Mohit sir, good evening.
Good evening. I'm sorry, there is a leadership summit happening tomorrow, so I was all tied up with that. I've logged in since the beginning, so I was hearing you out, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've given them the attendance, and you have also shared the link with you, so you also get the access to it.
Sure. Students, sir, have already said, but then again, in case of any topic that you need a revision or you need a brush up, please do not hesitate. And rather than clarify then and there itself, rather than carrying on to the next topic, because you never know which formula, which topic you have to correlate and come to a conclusion. So it's better clarify the whatever sir have taught you on that day itself, or probably in the next class, so that you are crystal clear while you're moving way ahead. So I believe next class is on 17th, sir.
On 17th, same time.
Fine. So 17 and 18, Thursday, Friday, and then it will be next Tuesday, which is 22nd.
Right.
And then there will be 24th and 25th.
25th we'll have to work out, right? You said
yes,
some issue. So I'll let you know by next week, right?
No worries, sir. Please. No worries.
Otherwise we'll take it to second.
Sure, sir. In fact, 25th we have there's also a leadership summit in the evening itself.
Okay.
So probably I think that was what's clashing with your
right.
We can carry forward it to 1st March. Maybe.
Right.
No
it's 2nd March. So we'll do it if required. In case possible in the morning, then I'll let you know before.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Right. So thank you so much. I'll then leave most. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.